Hi, David.
Hello, how are you doing?
Doing okay. Congratulations on the Fosters.
Oh, thank you very much.
How did you get started in acting?
Acting goes back a little ways for me. I suppose I started with theater growing up. It was mainly a social outlet, and it was just kind of something I did for fun. I met a lot of good friends through it, so it really kept me involved. And then as I got older, I'd say probably when I got to 7th or 8th grade, I was living in Atlanta, Georgia at the time, and I went for an open call for an agent, a local agent out there, a woman named Joy Purvis, and she ended up picking me up. And I sort of was just going with it. I wasn't really taking it seriously at this point. I just wanted to see what would happen. And I guess one thing led to the next, and I ended up, going out to L.A. with my mom and seeing what would happen. And, I was fortunate enough to see good things happen to me, and I ended up working, and things just grew from there.
Oh, that's great. What celebrities, past or present, do you look up to or may inspire you in your career?
I'd say from the present, Leonardo DiCaprio was always one that I really respected and looked up to. His work is amazing. I really like the roles he picks, and he's got some of the sort of my dream roles. If I could pick any role to play, he's got a few. He would probably be on the top. I really like. I actually really like Christopher Walken. I find him a really interesting actor. He's such a character that I love everything he's in. I love some of the greats as well. Like De Niro and going back to like Marlon Brando and James Dean as well. I'm kind of a sucker for classic movies and kind of the old timey feel. So I watch a lot of that stuff. Hello.
You mentioned earlier about playing music, especially piano. Do you see maybe pursuing music in your career?
It's an interesting question because I sort of go back and forth. I love music so much. It's really something that I hold dear. But I think as of right now, I would much rather be an actor who just happens to play music than someone who's trying to do both. I know acting has been just my number one passion, and I don't want to steal focus and put it other places. I'd rather commit 100% to one area and sort of develop that part in my career. As of right now, just as a young person and where I'm at my career, I think it would be much smarter to try my hand at many, many different types of projects with acting and be all over the place with acting. And music will always be there. I own a piano. I have it in my apartment. I play it every day, and it's definitely something. And I have a lot of musician friends who I play with, and it'll always be there. So I can always change my mind down the road, but I think it would be smarter for me to focus on acting because it is something, acting is truly a love of mine. So it's, I think music will always be there, but I'm definitely more of an actor.
Okay. Not to put you on the spot or anything, but how much of the actual playing of the piano and stuff do you actually do on the show? I'm pretty adamant about meeting with the composer on off days and rehearsing pieces that are coming up, and from there we'll discuss what I feel like I can handle and what I can't. Usually what it's worked out to so far is with the more the classical pieces, that is stuff that we use more playback on and whatnot, the more intricate, elaborate pieces. But any original compositions that Brandon is playing or coming up with is me. Usually the original stuff that Brandon is writing and all that stuff is usually me playing it live on the day, and then the more classical pieces are things that I tend to need help with just due to the difficulty of the piece.
Well, that's great. Well, we hope to see more of you playing on there and acting on the Fosters in the future. What advice would you give to your fans if they wish to become actors or actresses?
I'd say it's the craziest profession that you can possibly do. So you better really love it. Would be the first way to start it off. But I mean, I don't know. You know, I for me, it started out as something that I just did for fun with friends, and I really didn't have any dreams of becoming famous and being an actor with lots of money and lots of cars and things. You know, that was never something that I saw myself doing. It just, acting developed, and as I got older, I realized I really did enjoy telling stories and like, you know, touching people and doing things that not many people get to experience in their lives. You know, going places that not many people get to see, and getting to be different people, for me, is very, very exciting. You know, and it's sort of, I look at it as the greatest game of pretend ever made. You know, and everyone's in on it, and it's great. You get to play all day, and it's also your work, and you can study it, and there's never an end game. You can always get better. There's never an end game with acting. And so for me, I think it was all of those things put together. But it definitely didn't happen overnight. You know, that was something that evolved, and I had to realize that as I got older. So for fans, I think, you know, everyone's going to have a different journey. But if you find something that you love that much, that you can pick at it and talk about it all day, then it's probably for you, and you should definitely go after it. And I would say the sooner the better. You know, and it's just one of those things where it's very hard to tell anyone, you know, what's right and what's wrong. It's more of a feeling that they just have to. If they really do feel the need, they should go do it, because it will work out. Things have a way of working out for people who give it their all and are in it for the right reasons, and I truly believe that. And so for me, it's just a matter of staying on the right course and doing the things that I want to do at the end of the day. So if people can make those decisions and be smart about where they want to go in life, I think there's no limit to where you can end up.
All right. Are there any personal messages from you to your fans that you'd like to pass on?
I mean, you know, I can't really think of anything profound or anything, but I'd probably just rely on what I just said, you know, and, you know, I think watch the Fosters, I guess, and then check it out, and I guess that'd be it, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for taking the time to speak with us today, and good luck with the Fosters.
Thank you very much.